every game. He just shows all his mannerisms, how much he loves him.
Hey guys. See if Kayla's on. She said she was going to get on. She's having trouble. Coming at you tonight, Hot Mess Express. Sorry for the way I look. 1 second. Okay. Okay. I think I might have thrown 2 links out there.
Yeah, it seemed I can get on. So
Oops. I don't even know what way is up anymore. Coming to you from my in-laws' basement, my new office. Hey there. Okay, let's see. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kalen. So Jude and Brooks are all set for Twin Day tomorrow. Brooks is super stoked. It's like Jude and I are going to match. Kalen's son and my son are in the same kindergarten class, and it's Twin Day tomorrow, and they want to dress like each other. Okay, I'm here tonight, but driving, so just listening. No worries, Jamie Pepperman. Thanks for being on. Okay, so beep, beep, beep. Okay, I have a lot. Hey, Monica. I have a lot of information to get through. So I'll do what I can get through and kind of do the highlights. But things have been really exciting, and that's a good thing. Lots of things in the works, and I'm sure at convention we're just going to be surprised with even more things. So I'm super excited about that. Hey, Jess.
Hey.
Okay. My phone's going off. I mute everybody. All right, I'm going to mute everybody, and then we're going to have kind of a discussion. So I will unmute you in a few. Okay. So most of you know that I'm doing a leadership course with Leslie Zahn. It's for senior rubies and above. It's a paid for course that I decided to do, and I'm loving it. She has a blog and does Leslie Zahn consulting. So she used to do network marketing, and now she's like a coach, kind of like Ray Higdon. She's very bold and okay. Sorry. I thought that was somebody else trying on the Zoom, but it's not. She's very bold and kind of tells you how it is. And those kind of people resonate with me. It's just kind of what I like. So I've been really enjoying her courses. She helps us think outside the box. So that's kind of what I want to do tonight with everybody. But I also want to keep this, to a half an hour. So what we're going to talk about is how to share a new product effectively, but also from a business building perspective. As a nutritional company, it is very typical to be product driven, okay? That does not grow our teams or our business. So we always need to be thinking about why, because of a new product or an enhanced product in this case, why now should people join us? What is it doing to make our business unique and more attractive? Okay, that's what we want to focus on. Not so much the benefits that Slim can provide you, because that's a given. We're going to be talking about those things. But I think a lot of times what we tend to do is just talk about the products. And then maybe we have high PV, maybe we have a ton of customers, but we're not growing our teams. We're not reaching our goals. We're not able to reach other people outside of our network because we're not growing our teams. We're not looking for business builders and being intentional about that fact. So whenever we launch a new product, she said to think about 2 things. 1, what to say to sell it. Okay, so what are we going to say to sell the actual product? Now, this is product driven. What are we going to do to say to sell the actual product? So why is it unique? The science behind it. anything, if there's anything else like it on the market, okay, so if we release something like this particular thing, there's nothing else like it on the market. Personal testimonies and other people's testimonies, and the features and benefits. This, I think, is kind of a no-brainer. Okay, we know how to share the product. We know how to look at those benefits. We know how to share from a personal perspective because that's what stories sell, facts tell, right? Most people, aside from those who are very, very green personalities, and the green personalities are the people that just want information after information after information, take forever to make decisions, are very indecisive, research everything. There's not a ton of greens out there, but they're out there. And those people want the science and ingredients, the books, the research, the blah, blah, blah. Most people don't care. And I think that's something we need to let them drive, right? We need to let them kind of steer us as far as what information we send them versus just sending them a bunch of crap. Because a lot of times it just freaks them out and then they're like, I don't want anything to do with this. Okay, so those are the things that we need to be sharing about the product. It's very unique, obviously, because the XOS is the prebiotic, shortened for some word that I cannot pronounce. I won't even attempt to. And it's not in any other product right now. Okay. This is patented by, it's patent pending by Plexus. So, but what we want to do, and what most people in direct sales don't do, is go beyond this. Okay. They stick with the products and that's it. And that's why they're not growing their teams. So we want to try to focus on how has this product, whatever the product is, okay, that's introduced to our company, because I guarantee you we're going to get another one at convention and we need to be doing the same process, okay? What does this product have, or how can it make our recruiting story that much more appealing or compelling? So that's the question I want you to ask yourself when you're making posts, when you're sharing with business builders intentionally. What about the Enhanced Slim makes what we do easier, more attractive, more fun, better? How? You know what I mean? Those types of things. So why would more people want to join us? Is this for everybody? Is this a product everybody can take? Yes, right? We know that, right? It's not discriminatory as far as people, even people who are healthy could definitely benefit from this product. Who's our target market? Tie this into your recruiting story. I have a niche. I focus a lot on busy moms. That's my thing. That's my jam. But it doesn't mean that that's the only people that can utilize Slim. It's just my kind of people that I usually target. But the target market, the cool thing about Plexus is the target market is everybody, right? Even children. So how can we train our team on this? And I think that's the interesting part, because people don't know how to do this. How many of you guys can just raise your hands, or a lot of you I can't see, but notice that your team leads with product? Okay, yeah. So Emily and Jessica, you don't think so?
I think we're starting to change that. It's definitely a focus. We've made it known. So I would say, yeah, 6 months, 3 months ago, whatever. But
okay.
I don't know. At least it's a focus, right? I mean, once you say that, Emily and Nikki, like we're making it known, I guess. Okay. Because that's the thing. People on our team are going to do what we do, typically. Not always, but typically. And so, if we are focusing on the product and driving the product, that's exactly what they're going to do. So if we're focusing on the opportunity and why the product drives our opportunity, then that's what they're going to do. And I think that that's important to think about when you're doing trainings for your team, when you're making posts, when you're talking to your teammates about how to share Plexus effectively, especially if they have goals to go silver, to go gold. They can't do that by getting a ton of customers. They can't. It's impossible. So, I think that's really important to talk about how new products, launches, things like that can enhance our recruiting story, not just our product. The fact that we have a great product. So how to recruit with a new product is a trained skill. And that's kind of what I was talking about. We need to be able to teach our teams how to use new products as a recruitment tool, right? You can lead with the new Slim. It's a great reason to pick up the phone and to message people, right? We have this enhanced product, but it should be about why this enhanced product is a reason that you need to join us now, right? So, again, leaders might know how to do this, but we need to train our downline. So let's do an exercise. What are you guys saying right now to others to get them thinking about the product first? What have you been saying to people to get them to think about the product? Anybody?
I don't understand the question. Are you at like pretend? I don't understand.
When you're reaching out to people, what are you saying to them about the Enhanced Slim? New people, what are you saying to them?
I am basically saying that it has huge added gut health benefits, and that kind of leads into that.
Okay.
Sorry, but that's like my line, basically.
Okay.
Prebiotic, I'll throw prebiotic as the added ingredient that has huge added gut health benefits. That's what I've been saying.
Okay. And Leslie would probably tell you that she didn't understand a word you said. And here's the thing. I understand what gut health is, right? She understands what gut health is. I know what a prebiotic is, but a lot of people don't. And so what she was recommending is that we strip that down, right? What is the product now going to be able to do for you in layman's terms? So somebody that doesn't know necessarily about gut health, I think a lot of times we just assume that people know all these terms and what it means and why they should care. Like, you know what I mean? Some people might just be like, well, I don't even know what that is. Like, whatever, you know, but what is it going to do for them? You know what I mean? So examples: fatigue, autoimmune, sleep, craving control, appetite control. Of course, if you're talking to a potential and you know what they're struggling with, share that symptom, right? That can be addressed. Obviously, I talk about gut health all the time, but it was kind of an eye-opener to me to start more simple. And I think that whole video on how to share Plexus was like that too, right? Because again, while we understand what all that means, and while that would be intriguing to me and you, other people might not understand it. So keep it simple. Brain fog, inability to lose weight. Okay, that's huge. We all know that weight loss sells, right? We don't market our products as weight loss products. However, with the new prebiotic that helps the Akkermansia to flourish or to grow, there's a huge link, right? But talking about Akkermansia and things like that, people aren't going to understand what you're saying. So you can say something like, you know, this product increases a good bacteria that's highly connected with weight loss. Okay. So especially if you know you're talking to somebody who struggles with inability to lose weight. So kind of stripping it down and making it simple, or just using your story. Since starting the Enhanced Slim, I have felt A, B, and C, or I've been working with Susie and she's felt A, B, and C. You know, keeping it very simple and using personal stories is always a plus. Obviously, no claims. If you're doing personal messages and things like that, I mean, I'm non-compliant all the time in my messages. I just kind of just said that, you know, I'm not making any claims. This is what happened to me. This is what happened to her. You know, these are our stories, sort of thing. Okay, so flip the coin a little bit. Why should or why would someone want to join us now that we have this product? Anybody?
I feel like game changer is like the quote that comes to mind. Like, it's like something that we have that nobody else does, you know?
Okay. So unique.
So yeah, it's unique. Like, we already had something amazing and we just made it more amazing. And so now's the time.
Okay. Emily, are you going to say something?
Well, just what you touched on already, that it appeals to the masses. So, you know, your market, which in turn means your market's big, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody can use it.
Yeah, and she mentioned that, we have a huge market. Everyone needs this. Also, consumables in general in network marketing is the place to be. You don't need a 31 bag every 30 days, right? And so consumables is something that is, a good place to be as far as network marketing. We already talked a little bit about it, but she definitely said use the word enhanced instead of new when you're talking about the slim for a couple of reasons. One, if you use new slim, it infers that the old slim has nothing in common with the new slim, when in fact all it is one added ingredient, right? Also, if you use improved, it infers that our old slim sucked. So we don't want to do that either. So enhanced is a great word to use, and kind of what I've been saying ever since she mentioned that. I didn't really think about it, to be honest, before she mentioned that. I was definitely saying new, but it makes sense, I think. So we have a product, I think, that literally changes lives, right? That is what drives my business every single day. Okay. That is why it's so easy to be successful in Plexus. It's easy to be successful in Plexus. It's easy to have your own business because of the fact that our products are life-changing. So that's the way you can spin it on the business, right? And that's why it's so easy for me and for a lot of people to talk about the business, because I have such strong belief in the products that it's a no-brainer. I wouldn't be pushing the business or focusing on the business if I didn't have amazing products to back it, right? There's no way I would be as successful as I am, and many of you, if we didn't have products that were amazing. It just wouldn't work. And so that is something to highlight every single time. And I talked about this earlier. When we typically health and wellness companies tend to be product driven, and that's a huge downfall of a lot of teams. And I notice, since I've been making some changes to that, other teams have been trying to do the same so that we can all reach our goals. And that's important to us. And above that, the more our team grows, the more people we can reach and the more lives we can change. That is the beautiful thing about this. So you can lead with slim, but always talk about and put at the forefront how this is going to be able to explode their businesses. Okay. That is something that needs to be high. One of the other things she talked about is, have you all noticed like the level of enthusiasm on our team, on your teams, changed since the enhancement of slim? Okay. Yes, right? Would most of you agree? Okay. That's a good thing, right? It's a great thing. I love the energy. I feel the energy. However, what we need to think about is that we can't allow a new product launch, an event, or anything like that change the enthusiasm on our teams, in our business, within ourselves, and control the pace of our business. When we do that, we're really kind of playing with fire, because we only get a new product once a year, right? So if your business is going to be, hopping and jumping and exciting for 1 month, I don't know if anybody's going to want to join you, right? So how do we keep the enthusiasm level and the engagement and the things that we love about Plexus at a high level all the time? Thoughts, ideas? Then I'll share what she said.
Just encouraging everybody, celebrating everybody's successes.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think watching people rank up, or even just, add a lot of, new ambassadors or whatever, like Karen did, last week. Like, I don't know. That encourages me. But
For sure. It's exciting to see that.
I think just keeping the momentum going.
Yeah. Yeah. And how do we keep the momentum going? That's one idea, is a constant praise and recognition of our teammates in a public forum.
praise for days. Praises versus raises. That's like, seriously, that's what I love. But it just depends on what floats your boat. But praise is an awesome thing, and it's free. It's free. So praise away. I love to be praised. I think everybody loves to be praised, you know, and it feels good to praise other people. So definitely make that a priority. And actually, it was the first thing that I wrote down on the list. Other ideas before I share what she said.
I don't really know how to say this, but like getting people sort of like automatically and quickly engaged and like into a duplication system to like keep plugged in to be able to like keep people going without even really realizing it, you know, like I feel like that's something that we struggle with. There's a lot available, but it's like sometimes momentum stops there.
And I think that we have made lots of progress in that area as a team, as a whole. However, we have to think about the people that we have a duplication system, and it's a good one. Okay. The people that don't utilize that, it's not the duplication system, it's the people. And I think that is something that we always have to think about. I think a lot of times we spend too much of our energy, at least I am guilty of this, pulling people along that don't want to do the work. Let them go. Find new people that want to do the work, that are excited about this, that want to change lives, that are determined, that are go-getters. You know what I mean? Love on those people that are wholesale, that, you know, but don't waste your time and energy. That's the biggest tip I can give you, because it's exhausting. So other ways to keep your enthusiasm up on a constant level: personal development. Huge, 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 huge. If you're not always either reading a book, listening to a Diamond documentary, watching a training video on YouTube, if you're not doing something like that each day for at least 10 minutes, you're behind. You know what I mean? You're behind. It's important to be filling your head with positivity, with reinforcement, with stories, with belief every single day, even if it's a very short amount of time. But I'll tell you, the days that I forget to do that, and I try to do it like one of the first things when I start my workday, because it kind of sets the tone, I can tell where my mindset is. Okay. So personal development is huge. I don't think, you know, they call network marketing personal development with a paycheck. It's true. The more I grow, the more my business grows. It's absolutely true. Personal development, praise, daily activity, right? Action creates momentum, right? Momentum doesn't create action. Okay. It's the other way. If we're in constant action, it's exciting, it's motivating. We are adding people, we are having customers, we can praise, that's how you keep momentum going. And again, I don't want to freak anybody out. You don't have to work this business 8 hours a day. Okay. We're all busy people, but if you do it in a focused manner and a little bit in each area, you know, if you only have a half an hour each day to work your business, you need to be doing 5 minutes of personal development. You need to be doing, 20 minutes of reaching out to new people and 5 minutes of follow-up. I don't know if that added up to 30, but I think it did. So, you know what I mean? Like that's what you need to be doing to grow your business. And then, checking in on teammates here and there and things like that. Everyone's excited, but what about next month? What about this summer? You know what I mean? So those are the things that you can do for your team on your team pages. Emily, Nikki, and Jessica created a joint team page, and I absolutely love it because their team, they're the three strongest on their team right now. It just seemed like a lot of duplication on their team pages, and they're all right around the same level. And so it's just more concise, I can feel the positivity on that team page and the excitement a lot more. So that's awesome. So things like that can help you move your business forward. The sugar group, that's a great way to engage people. However, the business is not talked about, right? It's not talked about, which is a problem in my opinion. depending on how you're wanting to work your business. So one of the things that they talked about at the end of the Zoom, and I don't have very much time left, so I'm just gonna go over this quickly, was samples, why they're good or not really, and groups and how to use them effectively. So I'm just going to go over some key points, and we can, talk about this more later time if it's of interest to you all. So you drive your team's pace and success. You set the example. We know this. So what can we say on Facebook? Again, we have to be compliant, making sure that we are creating our personal story, and newbies, people that are just joining us, they need to be talking about, what the new product is doing for them, but also about their dreams and hopes, with regards to the opportunity and how they're excited to share this with other people, and friendships they're making and the support they're getting, and, all the things that would make someone want to be a part of our team. I think our team's pretty fun. I like our team. You know what I mean? I love the support. And so those are highlighted. People need that. People want that, So something to consider when you're talking on Facebook. So let's talk about samples. Leslie said she would only give a 7-day sample to business builders. And here's why. If you're giving samples to happy customers, they're going to buy the new Enhanced Slim anyway. Okay? You're wasting a sample, you're delaying the process. Right now, preferred customers can't even get the Slim, so it's kind of, pointless. So you need to be using those samples for business builders. People who join our team can get the new Slim in the welcome pack. And so selling, samples to people who are interested or at least open to taking a look at the business should be something that you talk about before giving that sample over. Asking them to commit to getting on a 3-way Zoom with you and your sponsor, or somebody else in your upline. Asking them to, commit to giving you feedback and taking a look at our compensation plan. Those types of things are going to be critical when you're using samples. Samples, for the most part, simply delay our business and slow it down, because you got to mail the sample, then they got to taste the sample, then they got to talk about the sample. I mean, that's just how it is. But it does help, in my opinion, with fence sitters. Sometimes that can kind of get them to hop over the fence. But samples are earned, and in my opinion, we have a 60-day money back guarantee. And we all know that in order to experience all the amazing results, we need 60 to 90 days anyway. So really it's a waste of their money, in my opinion, to do a 7-day trial. Why don't they just do a 30-day, as a preferred and get their money back? You know what I mean? I've always felt that way about trials. I just think they're kind of funny. What we can do as far as 7-day trial groups, there were some great ideas on the leadership Zoom that I was doing. What they were doing was they were having people, do these we've done 7-day Slim trial groups before, right? But we never really focused on the business. So that's focused on. But what they were doing is they were on day 3, every day they were offering some kind of prize to participate in something, whether it be the first day, everybody who took a selfie with their pink drink and tagged the person that they bought it from was entered to win the prize. On the 3rd day, everybody that participated in a Zoom business oriented about how to earn your money back, how to earn your money to pay for your products, was entered to win a prize. Everybody that referred people to the group or to their sponsor or to the person they bought it from were entered to win a prize. Those types of things. Business building things. So I am game to do one of these 7-day groups soon, once the Slim is available. So maybe after convention, that might be something for us to look at as a team. I think that's all. I think that's it. But, here's the other thing. Business builders, when you tell them, you need 60 to 90 days, you tell them, we will build your business while we build your testimony, right? Those people that say, I want to wait to share till I have a testimony, if they're business oriented at all, it's a huge mistake. Huge mistake. people want to join people while they're on the journey. It's exciting. It's cool to do it with somebody too. And there's no reason to wait to share. If they're hesitant or don't want to share, maybe they're just not interested in the business yet. And that's okay. But that's just, you're just dealing with somebody who's not a business builder, which is fine. But it's important to kind of decipher that when you're working with potentials. Questions, comments, other ideas? Did it make any sense? I look like a hot mess.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I like the idea of the different way to do the 7-day group. I think that that's awesome.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I think it makes a lot of sense. Kayla Wilson to everybody. Love it. Thanks, Kayla. Okay. So tomorrow, happy hour, we are going to hear from Kayla.
Jessica.
Jessica, Carney, and Emily. And Emily. So thank you so much for volunteering. I appreciate it. I did the post to my party thing, so it actually will go through this time, so that's good. But I still think we need to probably beef that up opportunity-wise. However, because the actual happy hour is going to be more opportunity focused, I think that it's probably good that we're getting that product information out during the day. So, I mean, we can change it up and revisit this at any time. But those of you sharing testimonies tomorrow, I would prefer that the testimonies be, 20% health, 80% opportunity. And when I talk about opportunity, I don't just mean the financial aspect, although be it huge for a lot of people, because so many people struggle with finances. And it's been a huge blessing to some of us, huge. So that should be highlighted for sure. But also just all the other stuff, the friendships, the community, the support, the self-growth, the fact that I'm your, leader, whatever. Just kidding. Okay. All right, guys. I hope that you have a good rest of your Monday, and I will see most of you on happy hour tomorrow. And thanks for coming. Bye, guys.